that working? Good grief. All right, there we go. Hi, everybody. For some reason, oh gosh, for some reason the Stream Deck is just wanting to quit from now on whenever I try to start. I don't know why that happens. I'm gonna have to look into it a little bit further, but hey, it's Wednesday. Welcome back. We are live. Clearly. Everyone's having a wonderful Wednesday, whether you're watching this later on YouTube in the VOD, not a good one. Yes, the links were great. We have a bunch of them pulled up thanks to Luke. And yeah, we got 5 excellent videos today. Smosh, Umbrella Academy, Bridgerton, One Day, Vampire Diaries. So it should be a good eclectic group. ToddReacts.com. If you want to request your own videos, you can join a membership tier that allows that. Certainly that's a comment I keep getting. Oddly enough, I don't know why. I bring it up in every video. It's very strange, but hey, whatever. We're still educating. We're still educating. Winter collection of merch is available right now. You can check it out, ToddReacts.com. Go ahead and follow, subscribe to the new Todd Reacts Plays channel on YouTube. That'll be where gaming live streams happen. I have one scheduled for Saturday. Life is Strange, Episode 2. Should be great. The Episode 1 will be posted tomorrow on the channel, so you can check that out to gear up for the live stream. Go ahead and follow the Twitch channel, which this is live right now, twitch.tv/ToddReacts. Go ahead and follow, or I keep saying, it's such, why is there different terms? Why is there different terms? I know they want their platforms to be different. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, Todd Reacts. Go ahead and check it out if you haven't. If you're watching on Twitch and you have no idea that I'm on YouTube, go check it out. I have a message ready to be copy and pasted with someone has in the chat. Nice. Very nice. I just responded to a comment on a video yesterday about that. So anyway, last night I was watching YouTube, as I do. Not surprising. I stay on YouTube for a lot of the day. And I was recommended a video from a channel called Sir Yacht. And he's big on Instagram, has a huge following. The video title was very interesting. The thumbnail was extremely interesting. And he was basically like, I survived a week on Costco, which is, if you're unfamiliar, it's basically a warehouse full of food. And you have to buy a membership in order to get into it. That's what Costco is. And he survived a week on hot dogs from Costco. What makes that interesting is the fact that the Costco's hot dogs are $1.50 US, which is extremely cheap compared to pretty much everything else. So he had, I think, over a week, a grand total of like 25 hot dogs, which is just crazy. But it was very interesting. He's very funny. And he did pop up a stat on how much millennials' average grocery bill was per week. And I was like, really? That seems wildly high. And then, of course, I remember, oh, yeah, prices are wildly high right now. Pretty much on everything. That's insane. My stomach would die. Yeah, absolutely. He did end up crapping his bed. Sorry for the, the image. But that only happened once. He said the rest of the time it was totally fine. But I don't know. That's quite the trade-off there. Is one of those fine, and then the rest of the days okay? Is that worth it? I don't think so. Well, let's go ahead. I pulled up some numbers just to check this out. So this is Gen Z and Millennials. So the Gen Z is in the lighter shade of red, and the Millennials numbers are in darker, I don't know what you would call that, maroon colors. Yeah, anything for content, indeed. This is actually pretty interesting. So it's about 2 days a week on average. Millennials and Gen Z take out, dine in, or get delivery. Basically order from a restaurant. Which is actually interesting because I found this as I was looking for it. In 2017, this is actually a good sign. Well, a good sign, I guess. Groceries prices are not great, but a good sign, I suppose. It's an improvement from 2017 because apparently the average millennial ate out 5 times a week in 2017. So that number is down drastically to 2, which is good. That is good. This number is a little disturbing. Number of times per week Gen Z and millennials eat alone. Yikes. Up to 6. That's not great. That's not great. Of course I fall into that category, so I'm not looking down on those people. I am those people. But that is a interesting number for sure. Considering what millennials are late 20s to 40 right now, maybe early 40s. So that's kind of troubling. So the total average spent on food per week, groceries, restaurants, takeout, delivery, everything. Gen Z, $123 a week. This is US dollars, obviously. $164 a week for millennials. That makes sense. Considering the fact that millennials may have, somebody living with them, or, well, apparently not, according to this average right here. Or maybe they have a child or something like that. That would certainly increase the amount spent. Average weekly spend on takeout, delivery, or dine-in, about $60 for millennials, about 50 for Gen Z. That adds up quickly. It definitely does. Spent on groceries, but look at that. The amount of times, 2 times? And it's at 60 compared to 125. And that's for most of the days they actually eat at home. That cost is outrageous. You're definitely paying for an experience, for sure. And the ease of not having to cook. I'm a uni student. I cook and do takeout. It's mainly because I get home at 2 a.m. from rehearsals and studying, and I'm like, do I really want to cook or sleep? Yeah, exactly. Well, you saw this, right? You saw this? Average time in minutes to cook dinner, about an hour for some things. I'm assuming that's a full meal, because I've definitely cooked a lot faster than that. But yeah, if it's a full meal, it's going to take probably about an hour. Unless you just study those Gordon Ramsay meal in 15 videos or whatever they are. But then again, if you look in those videos, he has all the ingredients already set up, already prepared. So how much of that is prep time that's been taken out of that video? How much of that is prep time? Top 5 reasons Gen Z and millennials don't cook more at home. Time. Well, that makes sense, right? Skill set, knowledge, that's kind of inexcusable. Cost. Well, it still costs more to go to restaurants. So I don't know about that one. Lack of kitchen space. Yes, that's actually a good one. That is a good one. It varies what you cook. I've made smaller meals in 30 minutes max. But if I'm cooking a bigger meal to last 2-3 days for a friend or whatever, it does take longer. Yeah, absolutely. What I do is I typically, I don't know, what's the term for it? Meal prep, where you cook for like multiple days. I guess that's the cool new term for it. But I usually cook at least 3 days in advance. Now, on the 3rd day, am I looking at that food going, this looks good? No. By the 3rd day, I'm pretty much over it, and I wish I was eating something else. But it is what it is. It takes the time away from the other days. So I spend an hour on one day, and I spend no time on the others, other than to reheat it. Which, ugh. Lack of utensils. What? Lack of utensils? How is that an excuse? Oh, they're so cheap. You can get really cheap utensils, especially at like a thrift shop or whatever. Meal prep, yeah, it's like uni student 101, absolutely. Classic pasta, rice, chicken combo never gets old, absolutely. I do that to this day. I still do that. Stare at the phone while cooking, 66% of Gen Z. Stare at the phone while eating. 81% of Gen Z. So it's a lot of this. Has been ignored by someone who is looking at their phone while dining. Oh my gosh. Come on now. That's wild. Especially if you're out at a restaurant, you got to put the phone away. Has ignored some. Oh, these are the honest people that owned up to ignoring someone. 71% of Gen Z and 67% of millennials watch cooking videos. Yeah, I did that for Thanksgiving, actually. I watched the Gordon Ramsay how to prepare a turkey video with the butter and garlic and like stuffing it under the skin. And it honestly, that was the best tasting turkey I've ever had in my life. I was shocked at how good that was. So it wasn't a joke. It was real. I can absolutely confirm that that video is 100% accurate. It is good. I can't eat without stimulation videos when I'm at home. When I'm with friends eating out and we actually have a convo, I listen because I hate talking while I eat, but I listen, yeah. I kind of get quiet, honestly. I get quiet when I eat. Obviously, it's on YouTube. Here's a divide. 56% of Gen Z use TikTok to discover new recipes. 29%. But yes, that makes sense. TikTok wasn't around when we were in our, prime. Well, primary appliances used while cooking, stovetop, yeah, oven, way less. Holy crap. Air fryer, microwave, other. Well, I'm glad the microwave isn't that high. That's pretty good. And the fact that we own dining tables, that's good. Although I never eat at it. I always eat in the living room. Because that's where the big TV is. 5 most common places to eat at home. Kitchen table, couch, sofa. Yep, there you go. 26%. Dang, I fall under that perfectly. I'm watching this stream while eating. Point proved. That's amazing. Well, I hope the food is good. As a student in the UK, microwave would be high if I'm being honest. Yeah. Honestly, that's the only appliance we had when I was living in the dorms. I mean, they did have a kitchen set up for communal use. Everyone could use it, but I don't think anyone ever did. Maybe a few. But most of the stuff I was eating was either in the cafeteria or throw it easily into a microwave. This makes sense. Millennials are older, own a grill. I'm not allowed to have a grill in my apartment complex because apparently it's a fire hazard. All right, so it was in the US, all genders, 2,000 respondents. That's a pretty good survey. 1,000 Gen Z, 1,000 millennials. Not bad. That's a big survey. Those numbers are not too bad. Not too bad at all. Yeah, I just thought that would be interesting to look over because it just got me thinking, like, how much do people usually spend? How do people like eat? Like, what are people doing? Also, I live in a flat, so my only place I can eat is in my bed, and also my roommate sucks. So if there's a dining table, I wouldn't hang. Yeah, I've had that before. I've had that many times when I was at uni. I went in freshman year, just living with randoms. It was very much a crapshoot where you're just like, I don't know what kind of people I'm going to get. It's going to be interesting though. And turns out I liked hanging with one person out of the 3 that I lived with first year. Second year, I went random again. Third year, I went random again. Fourth year, I actually picked who I wanted to live with, which was way more fun. Way more fun. And I actually stayed in the dormitories all 4 years, which is kind of rare, I guess. I literally turned 21 and I was in the dormitory. And it was kind of funny because we were having our big pre-school year meeting with everybody on our floor and the RAs, the residence assistants, who are basically overseeing the floor of kids. And they're just like, is anyone here over 21? And I raised my hand. My roommate raised his hand. And he goes, I don't care if you guys drink in here, just close your door. I was like, all right. And then everybody, of course, just immediately turned and looked at us like, oh, they can buy. They can buy. My first roommates were fine. I'm still close with two of them. Shout out Nicole and Andrew. Shout out Nicole and Andrew. But then I got pushed with people I don't like because funding time to get a place. The other two all went more. I don't get the expensiveness. Really don't. Dang, that was interesting. I don't know. I've been trying to save money, obviously, and I think everybody's trying to be a little bit more conscious with our spending. So I don't eat out very often. I don't go to restaurants often. But when I do, I try to be sensible about it. I'm not going to the top place in the city. But yeah. Let me know down below in the YouTube comments. What are those numbers ring true for you? Or you try to be conscientious about it? My last year starting in September, I'm just winging it and staying back in private student accommodations or those expensive places. Yeah, I get that. The older you get in college, the more you want like a nicer space. I guess university. Funny how we call that differently. All right, the first video is, let's hop into it. Smosh, we know more movies. Who knows more movies? You know what? I'm actually going to try to play along with this. We'll see if that works. I don't know. I think I know movies.
Welcome back to Smosh Games. We're about to play the funnest game on the planet, Blockbuster Game. You guys ready?
Yes.
Yeah, Shane and I are about to go head to head. Here we go.
Fine.
Movies with bears. Oh my God! Hey guys, welcome back to Smosh Games.
I don't know
We are
why
about to
that
play
just
the funnest
restarted,
game on the
but it
planet,
did.
Blockbuster Game. You guys ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Shane and I are about to
Movies
go
with
head
bears,
to head. Here we
Cocaine
go.
Bear.
Fine.
Didn't that
Movies
just come
with
out?
Bears. Oh my God!
Okay, yes.
Okay. You press it. The Revenant.
Oh, that was a good one. Oh, what else? What other movies have bears? Isn't there a bear in Dr. Dolittle, I think? Did the Berenstain Bears have a movie? I mean, they did, like an old animated movie. Does that even count? Paddington. That's a great one. That is a great one. Let's see. Bears. I'm drawing a blank. I think I would have lost.
Wait!
Think.
Bernstein Bears.
Yep.
Bernstein Bears.
That's not a movie.
Hey.
Paddington. Oh, we'll give that to you.
Fuck off.
I said
Paddington, yep.
Into the Wild.
Yeah.
Paddington 2.
You're a bitch.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's hard. It's hard. It's okay, baby.
River Wild.
Jungle Book.
Oh gosh, what is this movie called? It's Without a Paddle with Seth Green. Pretty sure there's a bear in there.
Oh, A Little Princess. No, there's not a bear in that.
What is that?
I know.
Yeah,
movie
Jungle
back in the
Book.
day.
How the heck?
You're up.
It's okay.
You're out.
I just got really overwhelmed.
That was
That was the funniest
incredible.
thing.
Wild.
Okay.
Talk about retention up the top. Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Oh,
No!
We got movie Mandy on
so
the set today.
We were talking about, Amanda, you watch a lot of movies. You know
It's the most
movies
famous
really
song
well.
literally as a bear.
Didn't we play a game the other
Ventura?
time that I like couldn't?
There's a
Right.
princess
There's no
bear.
bears in Ace Ventura. Think of a movie with a bear right now.
Brother Bear.
Brother Bear.
She just said that.
Bad News Bears. No bears.
There's
in
no
that.
bears in Bad
You know
News
what?
Bears.
Yeah.
Wait.
It's a baseball movie.
Wild America. Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Okay, so I get to draw 6 cards, and I get to put my favorites in these 3 in
Yep.
one word, quote it, and act it.
And you're not
Okay.
favorites in ours.
Okay. Wedding.
Wedding Crashers?
Singer.
There's like so many wedding movies.
Wedding.
But it can't have wedding in the name.
Meet
Oh,
My Parents.
Runaway
Meet the
Bride.
Fockers. The Proposal.
Move on. But wedding. You don't talk about it. You don't. The one.
Fight
Fight
Club.
Club.
Nice, that was good.
Oh, Never Ending Story.
Oh.
I think I know.
Oh,
I think
what
I
it
know.
was.
You think you know?
I think I know that one.
Okay, so
Dumbo?
what
okay, that's
happens
great. We got-
now?
we got a
I
good
go.
Now you go with these 3, and then if we get it all 3 of those in the timer, we get to move on to their cards.
You ready?
Yeah.
It's a good guess, Dumbo.
Scream.
Nice.
A Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
Yep.
And the Philosopher's Stone.
Snipes.
Demolition Man. Blade.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whoa.
Wedding.
It's got to be Runaway Bride or something.
You could have done another one.
Oh.
Skip that one. Skip that one. Do the act it. Do the act it. Dumbo.
Oh, well, does that
Do we
count?
give him
I have
Dumbo?
no idea
I
how I
didn't know
got
that I
the
could do
full
another
Harry Potter
word.
one
We
from
get
you.
to do a different word. It was bridesmaids.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know
Bridesmaids.
what
I don't know
else
if I would
to
have
Wig.
say.
Yeah, wig.
Kristen Wiig.
Wig would have made me think of like white chicks.
Yeah, that's
Oh, yeah.
that's hard.
Okay.
All right, are you ready?
Yeah.
Movies where someone gets eaten.
Movies where someone gets eaten. Oh gosh. Jurassic Park, great one. Great one. Let's see. I mean, it's got to be a monster movie, right? Oh. Jumanji. The reboot with Dwayne Johnson. What else? That is difficult. Why is this more difficult than I thought it would be?
Pinocchio.
Jurassic Park.
There you go.
Lost World Jurassic Park.
Oh, come on.
Twilight.
Oh, Godzilla.
King
Yeah,
Kong.
Jaws.
Cloverfield.
Oh. Nemo.
Deep Blue Sea.
Emo.
Alien vs. Predator.
Jaws.
Shrek.
You're so right. Oh man. The Meg.
Zombieland.
Wow.
Whoa.
Shaun of the Dead.
Anaconda.
World War Z.
Relic.
Blade.
Dawn of the Dead.
What's that Piranha movie?
Dang it.
I couldn't think of any.
I was thinking Warm Bodies. I was like,
I
you
love
could
Warm
you could
Bodies.
I love how you guys
Yeah.
went from like giant monsters to underwater to zombies.
Yeah.
That was really good.
Vampires.
Night of the
That was
Living
cool.
Dead.
Spencer takes it.
Okay,
That-
Spencer.
Technically, you get eaten.
That might be one of the longest head-to-head rounds we've ever had.
That was really good. I'm better at acting out than guessing.
I think I'm better at guessing.
I'm excited.
Oh, Hook. Captain Hook gets eaten by the alligator, right?
If we keep going and we play fast enough, maybe you and me can win.
Croc,
I think
yeah.
we would be a good team.
Yeah, we would be great. Oh my God. I didn't see anything, but also.
Oh, wow.
I was just gonna do that. God, same mind. Good team.
One word. Garth.
Oh,
Wayne's World.
oh my God, Amanda, don't do this.
We can skip it.
No, I know it. Wayne's World.
Yep.
Really, your brain
Quote
is-
it. That'll do, pig.
Babe.
Oh, babe.
Yep. And act it out.
King Kong.
Jungle Book?
Oh, Tarzan.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Phew.
You guys.
Babe, Pig in the City.
What category? You're missing all
Yeah,
time
weirdly a lot of
classics.
kids movies.
Whoa. Okay, so that just doubles
And
up.
if you get 3, you get to trade it in for a
A
different
different
category.
one, yeah, if you want. Or
Oh, okay, so if you get 3 of the same category, you get to trade it in.
Looks
Or
like you
different
guys
one,
might
maybe.
have time to be on a team.
all right.
Wow.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Jack.
In The Incredibles.
Oh, I never saw that movie.
Oh, this monster where we're in this research center. I don't know what we want to call it. So it's called.
Cloverfield?
It's just a generic word for this
Alien.
this creature. We don't know what this. I'm so scared of it.
Why am I blanking on
and I
this?
need to shoot it with fire, maybe.
Alien.
Oh, The Thing.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Dang it. Sorry.
That's okay.
No, you're great.
We
That was great.
Jack was the baby.
What was it?
Least confident about Carrie. It's
Carrie.
the
Oh,
that's
that's
the problem with
hard.
the blood.
Oh, you were
right?
doing the
That's
right thing. You were
I
doing the right
almost
thing.
did that. Yeah, for that I was gonna be like thankful,
Yeah.
and then that was gonna be like.
That's okay. We got a horror
Praying
anyways.
in the corner and then
Okay, cool.
head to
All right,
head.
not too bad.
Yeah.
I don't think we're doing
So we hit
poorly.
it every time then.
After you say
head to
one,
head, yeah.
after you say a guess, you get to hit it, and then you start the timer for the other person.
Okay, so how do we start? We
Once
it?
one of us thinks of something, you say it and then press it.
Okay.
So Courtney will say the thing.
All right.
Carrie's so
Ready?
niche.
Yep.
I've never even
Movies
seen it.
based on a true story.
Sully,
Oh, Spotlight.
Catch Me If You Can.
She said,
I just mentioned that last
Remember
stream.
the Titans.
stop. Oh my God, Amanda!
Wild America
Something
again?
happens, I don't know. I don't know. Something happens to my brain.
No, it's scary.
It's real. It's real.
Really tough. It's
Sully
really
2.
tough.
I know so many.
I know
know
there's
so many movies.
there are
You're
so
like
many.
So many. I
Dumb movie
literally
buff.
just watched one based on a true story. Malignant. That's not based on a true story.
Not at all. All right, here we go.
Finding
Moon River.
Nemo, based on a true story.
Breakfast at Tiffany's?
Yes. Nice.
Would not have-
My wife.
Borat.
Borat.
Dracula. Wow.
Ah, no.
No.
That.
Yeah, do that one. Do that one.
Italians.
Goodfellas. Godfather.
That's exactly what I was going to say for that. You're done.
You guys are.
He took The Godfather. That's the one I wanted.
I was so Breakfast at Tiffany's. I was like, okay.
I would
I
not
think
have.
I know my
I've
in.
never seen Breakfast at
Same.
Tiffany's.
Oh, it's a great movie. Great movie.
As a zombie.
Oh.
Frankenstein.
Ah!
Yes, get that one.
Thriving and Zombies. What could that... Oh, Zombieland. Is that what that is?
Oh my God! We're going fast!
Speed.
We're going fast!
Cannonball Run.
Oh yeah!
Or Running.
That actor that was in
She's doing the best she can.
All I thought of was that scene with
Bro, this has to be the
Jesse
hardest
Eisenberg
duo.
and...
The Hills Have Eyes. I should have done like Hill, and then
gosh,
I
what's
did
his
it with
name?
it got.
All right.
No, because their car breaks down and they. Yeah.
And then
Flash Gordon.
You're talking about Twinkies.
You could have been like, oh, I love this Queen soundtrack.
I've never seen it.
yeah.
I don't know Flash. All I know is Flash.
Ready? Stop it, you two. Movies beginning with B.
Beetlejuice. Borat. I mean, we could just go through Berenstain Bears again. Bridesmaids. Just use all the videos, all the movies that came prior.
I got Bicentennial Man.
Damn.
Whoa!
Dang.
Babe.
Blade.
Blade.
Borat.
Balto.
Borat 2.
Subsequent movie film. There's the second Balto. I won't do that. Wait, what is it? Basketball?
Nice.
Bolt.
Baywatch.
Wow.
Baywatch, yeah.
Got a stupid one docked up.
Braveheart.
Bend it like Beckham.
And like Beckham.
Brave.
Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Barbie.
Nice. Killed it.
Bob the Builder.
Oh, everyone's looking at me. No, I'm out, man.
Benjamin Button.
Benjamin
Damn.
Button.
That's the Curious Case of
Double
Benjamin
B.
Button.
Yeah, it's not Benjamin Button. It's the Curious
You're
Case
so
of Benjamin
right.
Button.
You're honestly,
So-
you're
Oh, yeah,
so
that's
right.
true.
So
We
I was,
didn't use
I would have
that
been,
one.
I would have
Batman.
Okay, okay.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Oh, Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins, yeah.
Had I been drinking out of the toilet, I might have been killed.
No idea.
I'm looking for Ray Finkel and a new pair of shorts.
Oh my God, Ace
Oh,
Ventura.
Ace Ventura.
Pet Detective.
Yeah.
Wow, that's insane.
I know. And then
Yeah, I have no idea why Batman didn't come to mind. It's literally my favorite superhero.
Oh, Sleeping Beauty.
yep,
Wow.
Mike. I can't
What
say. I
the
can't say
hell?
the other.
Don't
I
say
can't
it,
say
don't
the
say
other
it.
word.
Wow.
Great job, though. Look at, guess what we, oh no. Oh no.
So we have
oh,
three.
Yes.
I have no idea what that last one was.
School of Rock.
Yes.
School of Rock, yeah.
Oh, we
Great
got
movie.
this board game, and all of a sudden animals are
Jumanji.
coming out of it. Wazowski.
Monsters Inc.
Monsters Inc.
Killed it.
Nice.
That's a good.
I was gonna say Mike Wazowski, and I was like Mike.
That was very funny.
Yeah, you said Mike. I was
She
like,
just
love
flipping
the-
off the camera.
Mike.
Cole. Oh yeah, I forgot you can say the one word in a voice. So
Wait.
y'all are I guess we're tied.
Are we tied?
Wow.
5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah,
5,
Batman
6, 7.
Begins. Oh,
All right, are you guys ready for your head-to-head?
No.
Oh no, so you guys are winning. Yeah.
Just a little.
What is happening?
this is fun as hell. I like
Movie
this.
set in the jungle.
The Jungle Book.
Good. Jumanji.
George of the Jungle.
Love that one.
Tarzan.
Tarzan. Let's see, what else? Predator. I'm sure that counts as jungle. Predator 2. No, that was in, where was that located? Chicago? New York? Somewhere around there. Gosh, what's another jungle movie? Would Operation Dumbo Drop count? That Jackie Chan movie? Was that a Jackie Chan movie, I think? Oh my gosh. It was about an elephant, something.
So we got.
Yeah, Kong with
Jurassic
Jack
Park.
Black.
Indiana Jones.
Jurassic Park 2.
Jones,
Indiana
dang
Jones
it.
2.
We'll take
Jurassic
it.
Park 3. World Domination.
That is not the title, but
No, that's not.
it's okay.
That's okay.
You got
I
it!
was gonna say King Kong, Skull Island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Jungle
You had
Girl.
more.
My brain goes to weird places. I'm
Great
like,
job, Court.
romancing the stone.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, what's that one with The Rock? It's not Journey to the Center of the Earth. What the heck is that called? Oh gosh, what is that called? No, it was with see. It was Journey to the Center of the Earth. And Journey to the Mysterious Island. I guess that would count. Yeah. Journey. Oh gosh. I saw that not too long ago.
Yeah.
There's so many good ones.
Nice.
I remember seeing that movie in video stores as a kid and be like, he's not Indiana Jones. He will never be Indiana Jones.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on. You ready?
Yes. What the? What are you doing to
Oh,
me?
why do I feel like I know
D-
this one?
Skip.
You. Whoopi Goldberg.
That's my favorite quote.
Sister Act.
No,
Sister
one word.
Act.
Oh yeah. We're two really famous actors back in the day, and we are gonna rob.
Oh, Butch Cassidy and the
Bank.
Sundance Kid?
Yes.
Wow.
Thought you were gonna get that pretty quick.
I mean, we thought of Jumanji, the one with the rock. Yeah, those.
Bro.
I gotta say, when those came out, I was originally against it because I'm like, I love the Robin Williams one, so good. But then I saw those, and I'm like, oh no, this is great. This is great. Both of them are great.
Oh, so you win?
No, we have one more.
No.
So funny.
I didn't know.
Alright.
Didn't know.
Hello.
Oh God, it seems like it's...
Mrs. Doubtfire.
I'm sorry, Skip. I'm blank. My brain.
So good.
I don't know.
So good.
Speed?
Holy.
No.
Taxi driver.
So good.
Fast and Furious. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
She's killing it.
My brain is gone. I'm so sorry.
You killed it.
That was the Italian job, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
You killed it.
My
Wait, what's
gosh.
hello? What's hello?
My brain's gone.
Hello. That was so
Mrs.
good.
Doubtfire.
Oh, Mrs. Doubtfire. That's
Yeah.
not a quote I
yeah.
remember from it.
That was so good, Court.
I don't remember much from
It's
Mrs.
wild now I'm watching
So what do you guys
Doctor
think this
Who
one was?
that Amy Pond is played by Karen.
President
Yeah,
Karen.
who was
Yep.
in Jumanji. Yes.
The only one I got. That's the
Was
only one I
not.
figured
Was
out.
never gonna figure that out.
What was our? What
I didn't even
was our other one?
realize that when I was watching Jumanji.
Baby.
Rosemary's
I was gonna say
Baby.
I'm a person named after an herb, and I've
And
just
she was in
given
Marvel,
birth.
too.
I probably would have gotten it.
Rosemary's Baby.
Mint's child. Yeah.
Very scary. So we didn't. Okay.
So we're tied.
So what's next?
Head to
Head to
head.
head, Spencer.
Marvel movies. The Avengers.
My brain just died. I was like, who is Shane? You guys ready?
Yeah.
Movies about
Not the
a war.
Avengers, the Guardians of the Galaxy.
1917.
Glory.
Okay. Braveheart.
Saving Private Ryan.
Oh. Movies about war? Heartbreak Ridge. What is that one movie? 1914? I think it's, yeah. Dunkirk. Yep. War of the Worlds? I guess that counts. Independence Day, that's kind of a war against aliens. That's an all-out war. War Horse, yep. Let's see what else. Warrior was a good one. I don't know, is Lincoln technically? I mean, nah, it's more of a biopic, I guess. And the war is kind of secondary. Saving Private Ryan's already been said. Braveheart's already been said. Army of Darkness. I mean, it's technically a war. It's technically a war against the undead. Napoleon, yeah. I haven't seen that. I want to see that, though. Last Mohicans. The Last Samurai, does that count with Tom Cruise? Yeah, those are what initially comes to mind.
Fury.
Sure, I'll
We
think
Were
of more.
Soldiers.
Oh, We Were Soldiers.
Thin Red
Dang it.
Line.
Full Metal Jacket.
Tears of the Sun.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Stop joking.
Dunkirk.
Les Miserables.
Dunkirk.
Yeah.
1941.
1917.
I did
Are you
that
sure?
one.
Oh, you did that one? That's fine. Because Platoon.
Platoon. Tears of the Sun,
Jarhead.
yeah.
Hamburger Hill.
Oh, Hamburger Hill.
The Hurt Locker.
Casualties of War.
Holy
Oh, what's that one with
Black Hawk Down.
Three Kings.
Black
does
Hawk
Lions
Down?
Go
How did I
count?
forget that?
Sure.
Oh.
Les Mis, yeah.
Sorry.
Return of the King.
Oh,
Damn
what?
you.
Return of the
Wars.
King.
No, that's not a war.
It's
Okay,
in-
okay. Star Wars 2: Attack of the Clones.
Star Wars: The Phantom Menace.
Not really a war movie.
It's
War has a
okay.
beginning.
Empire Strikes Back is the war
Okay.
movie.
Okay, Return of the Jedi.
Oh,
Planet
come on
Endor.
now.
Endor's moon.
Ants. They have a war at the beginning.
Sylvester Stallone.
And the end.
Small Soldiers.
First Blood. Rambo. It's a war movie. It's about
It's
the
true, it's
repercussions
true.
of
He
war.
comes back from war. You want another one? You want another one? Rolling Thunder. He comes back from the Vietnam War.
Damn it. Freaking damn
Jesus
it.
Christ.
I got a couple lined up, buddy.
Hacksaw Ridge.
Not a war movie.
That is 100%
Oh
a war
no,
movie.
you're right. I'm thinking of the other
That
one.
is definitely a war
Pineapple.
movie.
Born on the 4th of July.
Not looking good.
You guys try harder on this than any other test I've ever taken in my entire life.
Tropic Thunder.
You guys are great,
Is
though.
that does that count?
Crazy. I got
Tropic
scared.
You guys
Thunder.
are good.
Oh, Master and Commander.
Why is it so
That's not
like
really war,
straight
though. That's
white
actually
dude
no,
to
it's
know
at
war
war.
movies? You guys
Oh,
are
Oh,
So
God.
I ask it to you.
God. Yeah, babe, you're the one who saw it.
Oh gosh. Okay, one word. Swordplay.
Sword in the Stone. Oh, obviously not.
This is a hard one.
Skip.
Skip. Okay. Quote it. Gee, Venkman. Hope we can.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can we pick up the pace here, Spence?
And then action. Man.
What the hell happened?
What?
The good news is
Oh,
He
you
just-
can
it's
steal.
like he
Good
shut
news is we
down.
can steal
He
one.
just stopped. There was no
God,
hustle.
I have one that I'm curious if anyone can think of how to do it.
no. These I want to see you do,
He was so
motherfucker.
slow,
I can't
right?
wait.
He was slow
Okay, here
even
we go.
reading
Here we
the
go.
categories.
Act it.
Get out.
Damn it.
That was good.
Quote it. Oh, I lose my balance. It's this weird feeling that I get.
Vertigo?
Like, yeah.
Oh wow.
We already had this.
Like
Kubrick.
what?
That's it's one word. Oh, Stanley Kubrick. I have no idea what a Kubrick is.
We got way further than I thought we were gonna get.
Top Gun.
It's Tony Scott, bro.
Can you say it in a voice? Oh.
2001: A Space Odyssey.
Oh,
I don't
good
know.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
How?
Like,
Kubrick is
Ow,
like a deep.
yeah.
I have no
Well,
idea.
also,
what a-
Hello,
the problem is
Dave.
I was like,
No,
the only place I can put is one word, but the title of the movie is 2001: A Space
Space
Odyssey.
Odyssey.
I'm like, the word do I have left?
So this was in one word because I don't think these are really possible for these categories.
One word and act it.
Yeah. So I
Okay.
want to see you do this for Amanda.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
Or and Courtney. Amanda and Courtney.
Okay.
right,
let's
let's
see
do
if
it.
either of you. Can
Yeah.
do it. Okay.
Oh, Star Wars. Star Wars. Space.
Batman.
Oh,
Pixel?
oh, oh.
Pixel
Alien.
Star Wars Episode 1.
E.T. Oh. A space exploding. Oh, war. Nuclear war. Independence Day.
That's how you got Independence Day.
Oh.
Yeah.
One word.
Karate. No.
Karate Kid.
Kung Fu is one word or two words?
I mean, it's a,
Jackie Chan.
Oh, so Kung Fu would have been.
Kung Fu Panda. Karate.
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Right.
No, I wouldn't
I
have
was
got
like,
that.
can I say Yun Fat? Can I say yo? So, you know, I think we're gonna take this opportunity.
Steal, bro.
Steal it.
I think
We're
we're gonna
gonna
take
steal.
this opportunity. I think as a white
Alright.
boy, I deserve a fight.
And that means you guys win.
Yay!
Good job, you guys.
Way to go.
Spencer and Movie Mandy.
Movie Mandy. All right, we are going to do something fun
That
to end
was
this. We are going to have
really
duos head
difficult
to head. So
in certain
Spencer and
parts.
I versus Courtney and Shane. You guys ready for this? This is going to be outrageous.
It's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
Because you have to remember what everybody else said.
Yep.
Okay, guys.
Okay, you guys ready?
I'm kicking down the door.
Kick it down.
Movie set during Christmas.
Home Alone.
Home Alone, Christmas Vacation, Christmas Story, Die Hard, Bad Santa, yes. What else is set during? Oh my gosh! Do you know how many Christmas movies are on Netflix? A Christmas with a Prince, A Prince for Christmas, The Princess Switch. Those unbelievably cheesy romantic Netflix movies. Santa Claus, yes. Operation Holiday Drop or whatever it's called. Gosh, those Santa Claus movies are so good. A Night Before Christmas. That's technically a little bit of Christmas in it. Jack Frost. The horror movie and the kids movie. What a weird sharing of a name there. What else? I'm at a loss.
Get that out of the way.
Home Alone 2.
Oh, come on now.
Christmas Story.
Violent Night.
Oh, Violent Night.
Christmas
That
with
was
the
pretty
Prince.
good.
Christmas Carol.
White Christmas.
Oh, wait, okay.
The Santa Claus.
Rudolph.
Oh, what was the one with Kurt Russell recently?
Die Hard.
Yeah.
The Grinch. Who stole Christmas?
Oh, the Grinch. Oh my.
Love Actually.
Love Actually, yeah.
Catch Me If You Can.
Yeah. Iron Man 3.
Harry Potter, Sorcerer's Stone.
Lethal Weapon.
Wow, is that really?
Shane Black movies.
The Nutcracker? There's got to be a movie version of that.
There is.
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. I'm going through my Shane Black.
Polar
Nice.
Express,
Good.
yes.
What's the Batman with Arnold Schwarzenegger in it?
Oh, Batman Beyond?
Batman
Yeah,
there a Christmas
Batman
song?
Forever, I thought.
Batman Forever.
Krampus.
Ooh.
Krampus.
Nice.
Yeah, you should probably give up.
Christmas Chronicles. That's what it's called. With Kurt Russell
Black
on
Christmas.
Netflix.
What's the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger where he's
Jingle All the Way.
Jingle All the Way.
Way! I was like,
Oh, dang
Arnold
it.
Schwarzenegger,
Pretty
Jingle All the-
Red Presents.
Oh,
What's the
I-
one?
Turbo Man.
It's
Did anyone
Turbo
say It's a
Time.
Wonderful Life?
No.
It's a Wonderful
Oh,
Life.
that's crazy.
Okay, here we go.
All right, ready?
White Christmas.
Movies with a female lead.
Ew.
Aeon Flux. Underworld. That one. Gosh. Wonder Woman. Yep. Wonder Woman. We got I guess Bridesmaids would be one. What is that called? Oh, I just had it and I lost it. I had it and then it left. Oh gosh. Sex in the City, yes. Yep. How did I just think of? Oh, that's annoying. It's gonna come to me and I'm gonna be so upset.
Tomb Raider.
Oh,
Legally Blonde.
Tomb Raider, yes. Legally
Aliens.
Blonde.
Bridesmaids.
House Bunny.
Terminator 2.
Miscongeniality.
Love that one.
Oh,
Wanted.
Miscongeniality.
Shut up.
More
Brave.
Sleeping Beauty.
Captain Marvel,
Anastasia.
yep.
Prince of the Frog.
Cinderella.
Mother. Starring.
Turning Red.
Barbarian.
Smile.
G.I.
yeah.
Jane.
Girl on the Train.
Precious
Surfer.
based on the novel Pushed by Sapphire.
Okay.
Girl
I was
Tattoo.
gonna say that.
Monster.
Oh, no.
Gone with the
Jane.
Wind.
The Hunger Games.
Oof.
Charlie's Angels.
Pretty
Divergent.
Woman.
Titanic.
Yeah.
Audition. Is that not?
Moana, yep.
Revolutionary Road.
That's,
Revolutionary Road.
yeah, we'll take that one.
Oh.
Because it's like we went on a steal.
No, that was great. That was
That
great.
was
I thought that was
awesome.
evenly matched.
Wait,
The new
good on
Rebel
us.
Moon movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fried green tomatoes.
I just
There was
watched
so
it, The
much.
Hustle.
We didn't do Captain Marvel. We didn't do.
Oh, yeah.
Getting
like,
into the superhero stuff.
yeah, we didn't dip into those.
Well, thank you guys for
That was
joining
awesome.
us. That was
That was
Blockbuster.
awesome. I loved
Literally
that.
my favorite game
Frozen.
ever. Put in the comments
Yeah, the newer Star Wars
some
movies.
female lead movies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Say what
Beat
we didn't
us.
say.
Say ones we didn't say. Thank you guys for coming. Bye.
Bye.
That was awesome. That was so much fun. That is such a great concept. I love it. I do not do very well at recall speed, as you could see. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But that was so much fun. I love that number one, they have this. Number two, they have enough people to play this. That's always the big thing, right? You got to have enough people to play. Otherwise, not going to play anything like that. But I'm glad it exists. Smosh Games seems like a very fun channel idea. I love it. Excuse me. gosh, there are a lot of movies out there, and it's amazing how hard it is to recall. You know, it's something that our brains do, obviously. We have to do it, pull from memory. But I don't know. Maybe the older you get, the slower you get at recall. Or maybe it's just such a weird niche thing to try to think of that it's kind of hard to do. But that was very fun. I love movies. I absolutely love movies. There's nothing better than going to a movie theater or watching one at home or watching one with somebody else. Like, it is just fantastic. You get to escape, you get to think about whatever the director's trying to tell you, go to these weird worlds, especially like sci-fi or horror films are a different one where I don't particularly like gory horror films. But I do like a nice jump scare every now and then. Not a lot, not too many. But they do get me. They do get me because whenever I watch a movie, I just focus heavily on it to the point where every jump scare, literally every single one. All it needs is that little of like a sound effect, and I'm just like, it sucks, but it is what it is. I'm sucked into the movie. What do you want? I mean, when there's a time limit in speed rounds, even when you pause it, it makes the recall harder. Yeah, that's true. It is, well, it's very much like this, honestly. The difference between recording it offline and having time to edit and really flush out your thoughts and just sit here for like 5 minutes thinking about what I just saw versus reacting live, and you have to be on top of things a little bit more. You can't just sit there for 5 seconds, 5 minutes going, You know, and another thing, it's a little more faster pace where your brain has to work a little bit more overtime. Why I usually consume some caffeine while I'm doing this just to wake up a little bit. But yeah, that was fantastic. I absolutely love that. Go check out the channel, more videos of Smosh games. I mean, fantastic. That's the first one I've ever seen. Link down below in the YouTube description for the original video. Go throw it some love. Check out the channel. You might find something else you love. The next video is, got to kind of move it along because that opening segment of me talking about eating habits took a lot of time. The next video is the Umbrella Academy, Diago and Lila. Lila or Leela? That is a good question. Lila, I think. Pinky swear. It's been a while since I've seen an Umbrella Academy, so we're actually going to go over a little bit, the main gist of it. Lila? Okay. Awesome. Let's go ahead and jump in.
Why were you following me?
I thought you were taking off on me.
What are you doing in here?
Nothing. What people do. And what happened to Mr. Lone Wolf doesn't need anybody.
I'm a lone wolf. He met a crazy lady. Changed his mind.
Is that okay that I don't hate you like I hate most people?
Yeah. Yeah, it's okay by me.
What about Diego?
What about him?
You gone sweet on him? Did.
Falling for your mark. It's so cliche. And that little bracelet
Yeah, we'll
you're
check
wearing
out the
around your wrist, that
refresher.
certainly isn't very subtle.
It's so ridiculous.
Is it?
Lila doesn't give a shit about you, Diego. She never did.
No way. Not possible.
So you'd kill him if I asked you to?
You used me, Lila. You're a liar.
Why don't you kill Diego?
No. Diego,
Are you really going to kill him?
You hesitate. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. Of course not. I love him.
Do you know how hard it is to trust people? When your whole childhood was
Very
bullshit
hard.
manipulation.
Uh-huh.
I'm used to dealing with liars, Lila.
Then why would you do that to me?
But I like it better when I know what they're lying about.
Truth? I think you should run from me. I think I'm a bloody mess. You don't know me, Diego.
Because behind that crazy bullshit is a good and decent person. Don't I? I love her.
I love you, Diego. I think that someone who's never had a family is in no position to ask for one.
I know that we can be your family
I'm pregnant, Diego.
Oh,
if you just let us.
all right.
That's what I want. With you.
You made it superb, Father.
What do you think you're doing?
I'm protecting my family.
You promised we'd always be together.
I know.
Lila. I choose you.
Pinky swear.
The pinkest.
That's so cheesy, but it's so adorable at the same time. Pinky swear. Link down below on the YouTube channel for the original edit. Go throw out some much-deserved love. Adorable. It was cute. Everything in between. Wow. They're not wrong. It is incredibly hard to trust people. You know, trust is built, not earned. It's not given freely. If you do start to give trust freely, you learn real quick that not everybody is deserving of trust. That is one quick way to be walked on, or walked over, stepped on, or whatever you want to talk, whatever you want to say. But yeah, it is to be earned for sure. This is the strongest Umbrella Academy couple. I mean, Fives was with a mannequin. Oh my god. Every other one died, left behind, or was a villain. This couple started in season 2 and got stronger in season 3. Now will be together in season 4. That's great. Bonus fact, Diego is the second sibling to be a father. The first was Allison. Okay. So it's not just saving the day, it's also a bit of repopulation. Go ahead and check out the background real quick. Revolves around a dysfunctional family of adopted sibling superheroes who reunite to solve the mystery of their father's death and the threat of an imminent apocalypse. The series is produced by Entertainment. 3 seasons, 30 episodes. All 3 seasons received positive reviews. Number of accolades. 43 women around the world gave birth simultaneously at noon, October 1st, 1989. That's a good year. Although none had shown any sign of pregnancy until labor began. 7 of the children are adopted by eccentric billionaire Sir Reginald Hargreaves and turned into a superhero team that he calls the Umbrella Academy. Gives the children numbers rather than names, but their robot mother Grace later names 6 of them. Luther, Diego, Allison, Klaus, Ben, and Vanya. Reginald puts 6 of the children to work fighting crime, but keeps Vanya apart from her siblings' activities, claiming she demonstrates no powers of her own. All right, so in a relationship, this is the most ad-filled website I think I've ever seen. Other than like a news site. Lila helped Diego escape the mental hospital and saved his life after he was shanked by his father, Mr. Hargreaves. Although Diego is recovering from his injury, he has adult happy fun time with Lila. Likely resulted in her pregnancy, unknown to both at the time. After 5 tells Diego Lila was using him to get him, Diego refused to forgive her, telling Lila he would just pretend they never met. Lila drugged and kidnapped Diego and introduced him to her mother, the handler, as her boyfriend and asked her to let him be a part of the commission. Diego escapes, upsetting Lila, who later attacks his family. Wow. Under her mother's manipulation, Diego forgives her, but Lila leaves him in the 60s. Lila follows Diego to 2019 and tells him they have a child named Stanley. She later reveals to Diego that she's pregnant, and Stan was a test to see if he could be a good father. Oh, God. Be a good father, as she doesn't see herself fit for motherhood. Diego forgives Lila again, and they plan to start a family together. I've known each other since 1963, when he was placed in a mental facility after attempting to eliminate D. Harvey Oswald. They grew a bond between each other and would constantly see each other during discussions and group circles. Boy, so they go back. And they have a very interesting meeting story, apparently. I didn't add that Lila is a little psycho because Little Psycho basically kidnapped a kid, said to Diego he was the father, lied to test Diego would be a good dad. Then the kid got erased. Oh boy. But Lila lied the reason she did it was because she was pregnant. That's an interesting test. Certainly that happens in a lot of relationships. You kind of test the person, or you just, honestly, you're just kind of taking mental notes, whether the person would be a good fit or they'd be a good parent to your kids. Well, whether they have your best interests at heart, right? What kind of person they are. Season 4 is the last and final season. It comes out August 8th. Produced 6 episodes. Lila was also born on October 1st, 1989. One of the 43 kids born the same day. Oh, okay. All right. Into D. Everyone changes the world, everyone, and it's scary, but that's kind of the deal. That is very true. Just your presence on Earth can change the world, or it does change the world. Regardless of your thoughts on Steve Jobs, he had a pretty good quote. I forget exactly how it went. I'm just paraphrasing here, but he said something like, once you realize the people that came before you and set the Earth how it is were no smarter or no greater than you, all you have to do is just poke the world and you can change it. Anyone can do that. That was a really good quote. It was in like some like weird interview from like 1980 something. And he looked like he was in some like tiny conference room, like white walls. It was very odd. It was a great quote. Everybody's capable of poking the world. Diego, originally designated as number 2, is one of the 43 children. After 5 failed to avert the apocalypse, Diego found himself transported to Dallas in 1963 after publicly claiming that JFK will be assassinated. Diego found himself locked up, not surprising, but broke out of the hospital with his newfound friend, Lila, for whom he later began to develop feelings. Diego attempted to save the day and the president all on his own in an effort to show the Umbrella Academy he is. I'm sure that was fascinating. Born in northern Mexico. Diego always liked knives and preferred them over guns. As a child, he used to be a troublemaker with Klaus. As adults, the two recall how Klaus tripped wearing Grace's high heels, breaking his jaw, and as a result, he couldn't speak for 8 glorious weeks. They used to huff paint in the academy. Oh my God. Diego also told Klaus licking a 9-volt battery would give him hair down there when they were 8 years old. That's funny. That is so funny. Diego had the closest relationship with quote-unquote mom, who helped him with his stutter. Developed a fear of needles that carried on until adulthood, possibly after frequently being tested. Yep, that makes sense. Grace attempted to comfort him, but he pushed away. Diego left the academy as soon as he turned 18 and instead joined the police academy where he likely met then girlfriend Udora. Diego was kicked out of the police academy and later became a vigilante, which puts him at odds with Patch, who was still going by the rules and became a detective. The relationship was said to be brief and ended for unknown reasons, although they remained friends. People at first thought it was another Luther-Allison fling, but the difference is those two got raised like siblings, despite not being blood-related. Diego and Lila was never raised together, and Diego didn't even know Lila was born on the same day till the last episode of Season 2. Lila also has superpowers. She has the powers to mimic other superpowers, like a copycat, but one at a time. That's awesome. That's really cool. It's like having the ghost in Mario Kart. You just steal or mimic the superpower. Diego has the power to manipulate the trajectory of metal, hence why when he throws knives in Season 2, he learned how to curve bullets. Oh, sweet. What is that? Oh, what is that movie with Angelina Jolie? Wanted, I think it's called, where they can like curve bullets. Something. It was an interesting movie. Diego manages to get out of jail, but is hell-bent on revenge. Diego finds Hazel talking to Five and brutally attacks him. Wow. Interesting storylines here. Diego helps a woman from a thief and then sees President JFK still alive, talking in an old television screen. Met Lila in the institution, fellow patient. Two became friends and plotted an escape. Five foiled the plan on numerous occasions, but the two were eventually able to escape, reunite with number 5 on the outside. Diego was betrayed by Lila, however, when he found out that she had been planted into Diego's life by the handler. Oh boy. Was actually aligned with the Temps Commission. Diego told Lila that the two are done with each other. Unable to accept his rejection, Lila drugged him and brought him into the commission to work for them, introducing him to her mother, the handler, as her boyfriend. Gosh, what a complicated start. It started so well, and then it crumbled. Now they're back together, apparently. This is an interesting. So I'm assuming they came together and now they're just fighting together. They obviously are in a relationship together. Diego's blood was also used to save Allison's life, since Diego's blood was the cleanest. Luther is part ape. Good job, Dad. And Klaus's was polluted with drugs. Diego's was clean. Diego had a funny moment in that serious scene. He passed out when he saw the needle. Yeah, I'm not great at needles either, honestly. In all honesty, I can obviously get a shot or something like that, but I can't look at it. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to know what's happening. Just do it and move on. Oh gosh. I remember I was getting a hand IV, which is just awful. And I wasn't looking or anything, but all of a sudden I felt this rush of warmth all over my hand. And I'm like, oh, that's definitely bleeding. And the nurse, who just says the most worst things at the worst time, apparently, she literally goes, "It looks like a crime scene over here." That is not what you say to a patient. It looks like a crime scene over here. So instantly, my eyes start to roll back. I almost pass out. And I finally got control of myself, and I look at her, and I just go, why the hell would you say that? Don't say that. I was also MIA, but his blood would also be polluted, so Diego was the only one that could help. Also, Vanya is Victor. They transitioned in season 3. Victor couldn't help since it was them who almost killed Allison in the first place. This is a really interesting show, honestly. Interesting concepts. I've never actually read the comics, obviously. The fact that it's co-created or co-written by Gerard Way, which is just wild to me. That is so strange. I would have never guessed that. Just shows how creative he is, you know. That's unbelievable. Yeah. That's really cool. Comics are very different, like how Bridgerton books are different. Ah, gotcha. Well, I get it. Writers have to put their own stamp on things. I do wish, if it's based on a book or a play, I wish they kept a little closer to the source. Lila isn't in the comics. Oh, okay. That's a little... All right. I got a bone to pick with that. I get it. You want to take things a different direction, but that way you can say like, oh, no, I adapted it. It's all mine. But at a certain point, part of me just goes, yeah, but if I haven't read the comics, I kind of want to know what happens in the comics without actually reading the comics. Kind of stinks. The show fixes all the issues with the comics, to be fair. Is there a lot of issues with the comics? Makes the comics make sense. Oh, that's too bad. Oh, gosh. That's not good. The fact that the comics don't make sense? Oy. Well, maybe it's for the better. Not issues, but the storylines get even wilder. I'm okay with wild. As long as it makes sense and it like gels. But yeah, I do wish more content would stick to the source material. A little tighter. Just kind of makes it more, I don't know, authentic. Okay. Next up is Bridgerton. What's the title of the video? It is Bridgerton Siblings, the Bridgerton siblings, entitled Brother.
A shockingly prolific family, noted for its bounty of perfectly handsome sons and perfectly beautiful daughters.
When we were young, we were the ones, the kings and queens, oh yeah, we rule the world. We smoked cigarettes, man, no regrets, wish I could relive every single word.
Obviously, if you're in this lifestyle, it probably seems normal. To those of us who are not in this lifestyle, it seems so odd, like being born into this and you have to learn all these rules and regulations, how to conduct yourself, represent people. And I mean, I guess we kind of do that on a little basis, but nowhere near the level of actually having to publicly or constantly put on a show. Like there's no private life. Because even in your private life, they hold you to ideals and standards and
we are all the richer
all that
for
stuff.
it.
So it's just fascinating to see this.
But you set aside the latest family squabble and embrace me.
I will need you to stand as my secretary. What if you get yourself killed? Then the title and estates will pass to you.
If I was dying on my knees, you would be the one to rescue me. And if you were drowned,
Come, sister. The occasion is surprisingly good.
you could breathe. I've got you, brother. I've got
You are my most favourite brother. Do you know that?
I've got you, brother. I've got you, brother.
How did the lady come to be with the child?
Deeper than the ink beneath the
I take it the two of you? No?
Do not look at me.
Have you ever visited a farm? No.
And I'm sorry. You merely wish to protect me from my more foolish impulses. As you admitted now, you were acting fool. As apologies go, this is certainly not hush.
If
Do you know why I win every time? Because every time you lose, you claim we cheat.
Whatever the insult, apologise and you surely be a forgiveness. Not when it comes to his sister. You will never speak to my sister again. Well, we ought to be married.
What game is that called? Is that gosh, what is it? It begins with a C. Oh gosh, what is that called? Okay, that's it. Oh, I could not think of that word for the life of me.
If you so much as look in a direction.
Would you like a companion? Well, of course I would not, because
I actually had a set when I was a kid.
and pops the party.
Obviously, I didn't play it very much, but I don't know why we even had it, to be honest.
I fight for the family that I have.
Because I've got you, brother. I've got you, brother. I've got you, brother. I've got you, brother.
That family must come before all else.
If I was staying on my knees, you would be the one to rescue me.
Yeah, that happens quite a lot. Riding horses. Be careful. I think that actually happened to my grandma. She got thrown from a horse. Luckily, it wasn't paralyzed.
I've got you, brother.
That was lovely. It's such an odd concept. Oh, I love period pieces because it's like, this is not like typical life, especially nowadays. And it's just kind of something we've never experienced. I've never experienced. I'm assuming all of you haven't experienced it. Maybe you have. If so, let us know your experience. Link down below in the YouTube description for the original edit. Go throw it some love. That song is fantastic, by the way. So for the links about Bridgerton, I had a show recap, a link that talks about the couples in the books. Julia Quinn, the author, made a contract in the show. Even though she gave Shonda Rhimes full license, one rule is the siblings have to end up with who they end up with in the book. See, I like that. If you give somebody's full license, you gotta put some stipulations on, especially if you respect your own work. Like, hey, don't get too crazy with it. This is a world I created. I'm giving you some license to muck around with it, but don't taint it or change it into something crazy. I get that. That's really cool. And then a Reddit page with comments discussing the siblings' bond. Excellent. Go ahead and go with. All right. Let's start with Bridgerton, who each sibling married in the book. I think that's going to be good. Julia Quinn is a huge fan of what Shonda did on the show and loves the added diversity, so she even attends press events. That's awesome. That's really cool. I don't know. I would probably have trouble giving up control. Brutally honest there. I think I would have trouble giving up control. All right. Who each sibling married in the books? Shondaland's Bridgerton captivated fans with searing romance and sizzling chemistry. It hit screens in 2020. Their highly successful second season with Kate and Anthony. Fans are now waiting for the third to hit Netflix. Show is known to take liberties with its source material in the previous two seasons. However, the love interests have remained the same as the Bridgerton books so far. Essence of the Bridgertons was maintained throughout. Daphne Bridgerton was the first of the family to fall in love. Bridgerton is not historically accurate, which was intentional on the part of Shonda Rhimes. We knew we wanted the show to reflect the world we live in today. Even though it's set in the 19th century, we still wanted modern audiences to relate to it, see themselves on the screen. Part of me is like, I kind of get the ick from that. Whatever the ick is. I get it, but I also really love period pieces and showing like an accurate description of back then. I think it's interesting in a way that it's not like today is. So it kind of transports you in time. And I don't really care about seeing myself on the screen. I really don't. Truly don't. I'd rather be just absorbed in it, whatever it is. But it's certainly an interesting concept. I do think content like this should exist, but I don't know. It doesn't quite transport me into it. Bridgerton made its way to the scene with Daphne Bridgerton's story from The Duke and I, which inevitably made it one of the best period dramas on Netflix. Daphne was the fourth eldest sibling in the Bridgerton brood. Brood, that's a word that doesn't get used often, but the eldest daughter at 21 married Simon Basset, I'm assuming that's pronounced, Duke of Hastings. They had 5 children together. Wow. They got busy. They got really busy. Met during the first season where she was declared the diamond of the first war. Wow. Imagine having that title. Came up with a plan that would serve them both. They would fake a courtship so that Daphne could attract more eligible bachelors. As a Duke's first choice, Simon would be left alone in the marriage art, as he would already have a beau. Their fake relationship led to a natural chemistry. Yeah, if you're faking it, and you're really good at faking it, chances are that's going to come back to bite you. Which led to a hasty marriage because Anthony spotted Daphne and Simon in a compromising. After marriage, they overcame new challenges, but eventually had a happy family. Anthony Bridgerton met his match in Kate Sharma. They did a chemistry read, which was viewed by Bridgerton producers and showrunners over Zoom. The read was an instant hit. Well, that's beautiful. Could you imagine trying to, really Bassett? Oh, it's Bassett. Okay. I really tried to add a French accent to it. Basset. Anthony was the eldest Bridgerton sibling and therefore the Viscount after his father's untimely death. He had a familial duty to find a wife, such as it is. So the family would have a Viscountess and carry the Bridgerton name forward. In The Viscount Who Loved Me, Anthony married Kate Sheffield, Sharma in the show, after a brief courtship with Edwina Sheffield when he was 20. Boy, isn't that always the case? You get into a relationship, and then you bounce, and then you immediately find somebody else. What is that movie called with Dane Cook? No, that's Employee of the Month. That's not what I'm thinking. Good Luck Chuck, where he plays the guy who gets with the girl, and then she immediately finds a husband and gets married after she's been with him. And that happens just over and over and over and over. The book shows the time period well, just fictional characters. The article doesn't show that point. My personal fave is Benedict and Sophie, who you'll read about next. They skipped him for Colin Penelope, so hopefully Benedict will be season 4's lead. Television adaptation of Bridgerton deviated from the books as Anthony and Edwina never reached the altar because Kate never gave her approval for Anthony to marry her sister. Instead, Kate got stung by a bee, as the two of them spoke on the grounds of Aubrey Hall, and Anthony decided to save her by sucking the venom from her You gotta be kidding me. They were caught in this compromising position by Lady Violet, Mrs. Sheffield, and Lady Featherington. Had to get married. Could you imagine? How did you guys meet? Oh my gosh. Took Anthony a while to admit that he loved Kate, but he realized it and he almost lost his wife. Benedict Bridgerton was the artsy Bridgerton sibling with a fairy tale romance. Ooh. Season 3 showrunner Jess explained the decision to postpone Benedict's story in Season 4. We've been watching Penn's crush and seeing how oblivious Colin is to it. That's a dynamic that you can really play out for so long before something has to change. Really felt like the right time to lean into what's been set up for them. On the Benedict side, he's such a fun character and such a fan favorite. We're really excited to play with him for a little bit more and let him have more fun before he settles. Benedict in the book series was third to get married and second eldest sibling of the Bridgerton family, an artist. He met the love of his life, Sophie, during a masquerade ball, after which she promptly disappeared. Oh. Sadly, Sophie was the... can I say that on YouTube? Was the... you can read that. Child of the late Earl of Penwood and treated terribly by her stepmother. After 2 years, Benedict rescued Sophie, now a servant, from an inappropriate employer. Oh boy. Not knowing that she was his dream girl. Rather unromantically, he asked Sophie to be his mistress. Oh boy. Which she refused. Hey, all right. Ultimately, Sophie's identity was revealed. The spotted couple got married, and her stolen dowry was retrieved with Benedict and Bridgerton's help. Colin Bridgerton had to grow up immensely to be worthy of Penelope. Penelope and Colin's intimate scenes were easier for the actors because they were friends. Colin will lead the upcoming season in Season 3, but was fourth in line for marriage in the books. Friends to lovers trope, classic. Fell for his sister's best friend. Aye. After years of ignoring her. Oh, gosh. Colin returned from his extensive travels at the time that Penelope accepted herself as a spinster and started seeing her in a different light. At the time, Lady Danbury offered a rather large sum of money to anybody who could unmask Lady Whistledown, leading to a frenzy in the ton. What is that? Is that a saying? Frenzy in the ton? Or frenzy in the town, I'm assuming. When Colin discovered that Penelope was Whistledown, it led to an impassioned makeout between them in the carriage, which Colin promptly proposed to her. Ow. The entire Bridgerton family banded together to protect her. Awesome. Eloise Bridgerton was the rebellious sibling. Bridgerton has been filmed in some of the same locations as The Crown. Interesting. That makes sense, right? They already scouted the area. You know it. Inappropriate is putting it mildly. It was worse. Benedict saved her. Okay. Colin and Penelope is the opposite of Kate and Anthony. Friends to lovers instead of enemies to lovers this time. I like that. You got to change it up a little bit. Friends to lovers is very typical, I suppose. True to Eloise's character, she chose to marry in the most unconventional way. Marina was a distant cousin to the Bridgertons, and her unfortunate death led to a chain of epistolary? Is that the word? Correspondence between her husband, Philip Crane, and Eloise. Surprisingly, Philip asked Eloise to be his wife in a letter. Oh, that's an interesting proposal. In written form. And Eloise turned up at his house without informing anyone or a chaperone. However, Philip was not the warm and caring person she thought he would be. But after seeing his behavior and her brother's son sick, Eloise realized she cared for him. Slowly, she realized that Philip had been a victim of abuse and thus could not open his heart to anyone. With her spirited personality, Eloise was the perfect person to teach him how to live his life to the fullest. Which she 3 more children together. Nice. Francesca had a turbulent romance. Oh, Ruby Stokes left Bridgerton Season 2 after shooting only 3 episodes because of her commitment to Lockwood & Co. canceled later. Oof. Why she was placed by Hannah Dodd. Wow. Can you imagine being committed to something and then it gets canceled and then you can't go back? Oh gosh, it'd be brutal. Colin and Penelope is the opposite. Yeah, friends to lovers instead of. Bridgerton is all about love. No. With heroes and heroines like Anthony, Simon, Kate, and Daphne, the show is full of romantic quotes. Francesca had a tumultuous love, married John Sterling, the 8th Earl of Kilmartin, but he died 2 years later. The title was then inherited by his cousin, Michael, who had been in love with Francesca but kept his feelings to himself. Unable to process the situation, Michael ran away to India for years. Unrequited love. Upon his return, he found that Francesca was ready to remarry, but she ran away when the tension between them culminated in a kiss. With Colin's help, Francesca and Michael were able to recognize their feelings for each other, but took their sweet time to get married. When they did, however, it was obvious it was the best decision for the two lovers. Hyacinth Bridgerton? I'm assuming that's how you say that. Wait till you see how many kids Gregory has. Guess a number and I'll tell you. I'm going to say 8. 8 kids. 9? Ooh, boy. At that point, you're making, farm hands. Maybe you have an estate and, you need help. Gregory and Lucy got busy. Yeah, that's putting it mildly. Hyacinth was the youngest in the gaggle. Youngest in the gaggle of Bridgerton brothers and sisters, and on her 4th season on the Marriage Mart, she met Gareth Claire. Shared a terrible relationship with his father, Gareth. For this reason, had an old diary written in Italian that had information about who his father was. Thankfully, Hyacinth could translate it for him. Seeing their closeness, both families agreed that they were a perfect match. Baron posed many challenges to Gareth's inheritance, complicating his relationship. Yeah. About money, not just titles, it's about money as well. However, it took 2 proposals and the explosive revelation of Gareth's birth father, Baron's brother. Oh, yikes. For this couple to get married and have 2 kids. Gregory Bridgerton was the youngest. Oh, it was the actor's television debut. Gregory's love story with Lady Lucy, was told in the book series, in the last book of the series, including the prologues. Second youngest Bridgerton sibling initially set his sights on the beautiful Hermione, and Lucy agreed to help him court her. Oh, I get it. Gregory was the youngest brother. Hyacinth is the youngest. In the process, Lucy fell for Gregory, but was already betrothed to someone else. Gosh, what other movie is that in? Oh, I forget what the heck that is. Where somebody helps somebody else dating, and then they eventually fall for each other. That sounds so familiar. When Hermione got swept away by the Earl of Fensworth, Gregory was left without a companion, but he and Lucy shared a drunken kiss before her wedding. Ayo. Strangely, despite Gregory's best efforts, Lucy was treated more like a commodity than a woman in her, culminating in a wedding to Lord Hazelby. After a whirlwind of blackmail and scheming, the Bridgertons were able to help Lucy annul her marriage, after which she got married to Gregory. They went on to have 9 children. Whoa! When they fell hard. Oh my God. Yeah, the 8 close-knit siblings of the Bridgerton family look for love and happiness in London high society. All Bridgerton siblings ranked by likability. Based off what? Like an audience survey or something? or just by the author of it. Violet Bridgerton will be featured in the upcoming spin-off. This article reflects what the fans are thinking. Ah, gotcha. Prologue was wild. A couple pages. He starts by running into a wedding and proposing to the bride. Whoa. Mostly the fans of the show. Got it. Francesca. Gregory. He's a sweetheart. Most adorable dimples. Often seen pestering his little sister. Got a glimpse of his character in season 2. Hyacinth. You know what? It makes sense the youngest are not as highly ranked. Carefree energy is infectious. Mocking jokes. Gotta have that. Colin. Unwaveringly kind, gentlemanly, and earnest. An earnest romantic. Oh, you know what? I probably haven't done. I didn't take the noise gate off. I'm gonna take that off. There's no generator running next door, which is great. So now I can whisper, and it actually works. Francesca is only last because she got 3 scenes. Oh boy. In both seasons? I'd say she's due for some scenes. Daphne. Makes sense she would be a little higher due to the fact that she's one of the stars of that first season. Season 2, her appearances were not as frequent. Impact remained the same. Shame fans won't see her in season 3. Anthony. Reckless bachelor. Living life however he pleased. Luckily, by the end of season 2, many fans see Anthony to be a character that has undergone the most growth. From being the overprotective patriarch to become a more understanding and loving man who continues to fight for his family's happiness. Gone through a physical glow-up and a behavioral one. In both seasons, the top 2 you aren't surprised. Eloise. That's not surprising. From the moment she yelled out into the stairwell to get her sister's attentions, many fans immediately knew that Eloise was going to hold a special place in their hearts. Well, yeah, she seems humorous, and she also seems like they tried to make her super relatable. Like, almost like she didn't belong kind of thing. She was a lot more judgmental and was even condescending to those who did not share her progressive beliefs. Some fans even got annoyed as her complaints, though valid, often ignored her position of privilege and wealth. Eloise is a character that aspires to change the world for a better. Benedict. Unlike the rest of his siblings, Benedict seems to be in his own little bubble of carefree bohemian art life. That's not this isn't surprising. You're right. This is not surprising. Always supportive of his siblings' endeavors. Many fans can't help but especially care for his close bond with Eloise. Well, there you go. Over their shared desires to stray from societal expectations. There you go. They're literally meant to be the thorn in the society that was, portrayed. So it's not surprising today's audience would really enjoy their perspective. The scene in the edit of Anthony crying was him watching his father die in his arms, so I wasn't surprised why his behavior is so off. Yeah, that would mess you up. Absolutely. Good grief. Anthony basically turned off his ability to love anyone so people didn't go through the pain he did. Pain can affect you so much. It's wild. It's not something I had known much of. Obviously, I've known Pain, but recently it's been really brought to my attention, and it's interesting, is what I'll say about it. I would say earlier on, it kind of made me more quiet, but I don't know. I think because I'm a little older, it's easier to process. But yeah, it's brutal. For the Bridgerton readers, which Bridgerton siblings are the closest, I've only watched the first season on Netflix and read a little of the Duke and I and the Viscount, who loved me, but my understanding of the relationship dynamics of the Bridgerton family are Daphne and Colin Bridgerton. I believe it's mentioned in the Duke and I, and when Colin responds smugly to Benedict that he's Daphne's favorite in the show. Anthony, Benedict, and Colin, brothers that stay together, do things together. Gregory not included, probably because he's too young. Probably because of the large age gap, yeah. Okay. Gregory and Hyacinth, they're close in age and should be closer to one another since everyone else is much older. Eloise and Benedict, that makes sense. They're an absolute revelation in the Netflix series and have really good sibling chemistry. They really love and care for one another in the TV show, and I've heard Claudia Jesse mention that there's some good stuff between her and Luke Thompson later in the second season. Anthony and Benedict just felt this way because Anthony always seems to confide in Benedict first. Also, Benedict is like Anthony's wingman in the season 2 trailer. Possibly close, Eloise and Francesca. I mean, they are pretty close in age. Francesca and Daphne, just making a guess since Daphne returned to London in the last episode of season 1 to visit Francesca, who has returned from a season-long stay at Bath to welcome her. Which siblings do you think are the closest? Anthony was a kid pretty much and became the Viscount right after his father died. His mother was pregnant with Hyacinth, who never met her father, then had to decide by lawyers who dies, the baby or the mother. He was overwhelmed with duty. Yeah, oh my gosh. Just taking on that much responsibility as a kid or younger, boy, you either march right into it and you just kind of absorb it, or you fight it. But regardless, you got to do it. That's the troubling part. You mature very fast, or at least you hope. He let his mother decide, and obviously both lived, but he became obsessed with duty. Makes sense. Kind of grew up really fast. Boy, having your father die in your arms is, oof. To a son, that's pretty brutal. Anthony acts like a father figure with both Gregory and Hyacinth, since their age differences are the biggest. I think Eloise and Benedict end up getting close in the book because they end up living very close to each other after marriage, so I love that the show started that relationship even earlier. It's so good. Daphne is closer to Colin in the books than in the show, and Gregory and Hyacinth have this "you annoy me to no end, but I would kill for you" relationship in the books, which I adore. That's great. I like that. Until he met Kate, and he finally learned to love again. Now in season 3 in promos and trailer, we see him loved up and happy. That's good. That is growth. That is some growth. Gotta love that. All right, let's hop into the next video. But first, let's do this. All right, the next video is video 4. It is from the show One Day. It's Emma and Dexter, All I Want. My favorite line Eloise says is to Daphne, and basically it's, "Thank you for being so perfect, so I don't have to be." That's nice. That is an interesting relationship between siblings, where the older ones kind of look out after the younger ones. And the older ones, I mean, they can be a lesson in what not to do, which is very, very much the case in a lot of situations. Eloise is basically the opposite of Daphne, doesn't care for motherhood, marriage like Daphne. Yeah, that tends to happen. A lot of differing opinions and whatnot. So the fact they had that scene was amazing by the showrunners. Yeah, that's a good one. Sibling relationships should be very well done in shows.
It's one of the great cosmic mysteries. How it is
Because it's one of the
that
easiest
someone can go from
relationships
being a
to
total
write
stranger
if
to
you have
being
siblings.
the most important person in your life.
You could never bore me. You're 1 in a million.
I'm not even 1 in 3.
Oh.
Mm.
You know, it's St. Swithin's Day.
What's that?
15th of July.
Bye, my love. Bye. So we have a birthday.
And a death day.
Oh.
A day in which we're going to die.
A day sly and unseen. It won't always be like this.
Why wouldn't?
Wait, so they know when they're going to die? That is interesting. That's what I'm taking from this.
Take my body, take my body.
I've missed you.
I haven't seen the show yet, but my friends and sister have, and they all cried. It's looking that way. It's definitely looking that way.
No, but I've missed you so much. I just thought I finally got rid of you.
I don't think you can. Big hug.
Don't hug me, I'm disgusting. You're funny and charming and lovely, and you're going to be exceptional. So again, fuck them. All right?
All right. Solid advice.
I thought you were leaving.
Oh my God, no! I just went to change my shoes.
Great speech.
Thanks.
This is a great song.
Yeah,
very
heartbreaky
chill.
you.
But Emma, she loved you so much. Yeah, you couldn't argue with it. You made her so happy.
You should have said hello.
When?
When you saw me around. I was going to change it.
Time.
I was just waiting for you.
And I know you know this. The main thing is I love you too. Very much.
The best thing you can do is to try and live your life as if she was still here. I don't know if I can.
Gosh.
Well, you have to try it. What do you think I've been doing for the last 10 years?
Oh, this is brutal. Oh my God. Oh no. This seems really good, but ooh,
Okay.
emotional.
Me and you will just be friends. Agreed?
Agreed. Any regrets, though?
None. That northern girl I shagged after graduation, what was her name again? I'm not being a footnote.
A footnote?
Yeah. In the story of your life.
Mm. You know, I've been thinking, you're a great thing, Emma Morley.
Oh my God. Oh man. That would hurt. Yeah, that show's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. Oh my gosh. Oh God. I know the scene in the dark where it's very blue and bland is when he sees her as a ghost. I think she tells him to move on, and he basically says he never will, if I'm not mistaken. I need to stabilize myself before I binge this because it's going to hurt. I can tell you this. Just watching that, I could feel just percolating like, oh, that's going to hurt. It's going to hurt bad. It's going to be rough. Oh my gosh. I had never heard of that. That is the first time I've ever heard of that, and that seems wonderful. Oh my gosh. Link down below in the YouTube description for that amazing edit, by the way. Go throw it some love. That was very well done. Perfect song choice. Beautiful. It's based on a 2009... Let's bring this up. Based on a 2009 novel by David Nichols, as well as the 2011 film adaptation. I don't think I ever heard of the film either. Who was in it? Anne Hathaway. Okay. 2011. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen it or heard of it. Budget 15 mil, box office basically 60 million. Yeah, I never heard of that. Follows the 20-year relationship of Emma and Dexter, who meet at a graduation ball after graduating from the University of Edinburgh. Received a critical acclaim and was the most watched series globally during the week of February 12th with 9.9 million views. How do people know that? Does Netflix only release certain view counts to things that are popular or what? All right, so there's 14 episodes. Episode 1, on July 15th, 1988, Emma and Dexter meet at a graduation ball after finishing their undergraduate studies at the University of Edinburgh. Emma's a working-class girl from Leeds, while Dexter comes from a privileged family in London, and the two have very little in common with each other. Nonetheless, they're interested in each other, spend a platonic night together in Emma's flat, talking about their future plans after university. In the morning, Dexter is in a hurry to meet his parents, but then chooses to spend some more time with Emma on Arthur's seat. As they leave, Dexter asks Emma to have a drink with him at his flat. They exchange a look and start to run. But Dexter's parents are there. Dexter runs after her and asks for her number to keep in contact. Oh, God. This is... Oh, God. I just know for a fact this is going to be brutal to watch. Brutal. It's going to be some epic love story that just turns tragic. Oh, gosh. Probably because it's popular, yeah, so they hide their flaws by flaunting their success. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's Netflix. Good grief. Oh, man. I do want to watch it, but also at the same time, you know it's going to hurt. Definitely hurt. You know what? Let's look up a little bit more on that, because that seems interesting. All right. The title of this Reddit post is "One Day is Beautiful." parentheses, and upsetting. It is an absolutely lovely and heartbreaking show. I'm trying to make sure this doesn't have a lot of spoilers in it. I don't think it... No, it doesn't. Okay. Let's check this out. It's an absolutely lovely and heartbreaking show. Go in as blind as possible. Unless you need trigger content warnings, in which case, definitely get those. They're fantastic leads, respectively. Would love to see some awards for both. Whole cast is great, top to bottom. Beautifully shot. It did look beautifully shot. The cinematography looked very good. It's not a rom-com. It's a romance. It can be funny, so don't let that deter you. It's just more subtle, everyday life humor. Let's see. It is so good. I don't even want to scroll any further because I don't want to get spoiled on it. I don't want to spoil anybody else that hasn't seen it. Because that does look very good. That looks incredibly good. Let me see. You know what? I want to see if there's any like ratings available for it. I know, judge it by yourself. Don't go by others' ratings, but hey, doesn't hurt to see a consensus every once in a while, just to see what other people are saying about it. It has an 8.1 out of 10 on IMDb. Rotten Tomatoes, 91%. 87% like the show on Google. Yeah, that is... I mean, this has got to be great. That has got to be great. Look at that. Average audience score, still over 85. It's pretty good. Pretty dang good. Pretty dang good. I don't even want to consume anything else with that because I think it's going to be incredible. So definitely check it out if you haven't seen it. And if you've seen it, let us know how it was. Did you enjoy it? Did you think it was depressing? Do you think it's worthy of it? Is it worth the tears? That's what I'm asking. Is it worth the tears? Last video of the day is Hope Michelson, Prisoner. It's been a while since I've seen a Hope video, so this will be interesting. I have not seen it in a long time.
My name is Hope Michelson. I come from a long line of the villains in the tales you've heard about vampires, werewolves, witches, and everything in between. I can't think, I can't sleep, I can't even breathe.
I can't get over that one day. That's going to stick with me
A rage
throughout the
that can only
day.
be quieted by violence?
This hatred. This vengeance. This is your father. It can't be you. I won't allow it.
The tribrid does sound good too. I mean, I have to think of it.
The tribrid. Immortal, unstoppable force of nature.
This is called Tribertor. You know those words? Why didn't you turn it off?
Some all-powerful tribrid you are. Because it's never the answer.
Isn't it? Because I finally realized I am my father's daughter. Watch me. Samantha, you said you wanted to have fun. Our worst fear. Scared yet?
So one thing I saw when I was looking at Hope is that she starts off as a protagonist in Legacies and then she becomes an antagonist. Is that accurate?
Which one of you wants to die first? I am my father's daughter.
Not you.
The daughter of Klaus Michelson. You're going to be the greatest witch the world has ever seen, and nothing will scare you.
Now it's just the two of us. Sometimes too.
And your punishment is...
Before Hope Michelson was born, the French quarter witch Sabine Baron swore, Nos omnia perditu LM. The child will destroy us all.
Yeah, well, I knew Sabine Laurent, and she was a charlatan. And she also had some hidden agendas. I know Hope Michelson, and she's just a child.
You'll be dead before it even gets here.
You can't kill me!
Maybe not. But I could stick that head of yours in some very unpleasant places.
That charlatan was right, Vincent.
All right, Hope.
Why don't you die?
It's kind of my thing.
Hope Michelson will be our downfall.
Carol Fontanea.
You're whammy me, aren't you?
I am.
You've become incredibly powerful.
Hopefully something. And I am my father's daughter.
All right, she's looking pretty brutal right now. She's looking pretty brutal. Excellent edit. Excellent edit. Link down below in the YouTube description for the original video. Go throw it some much deserved love. Who knows? You might go to their channel and you might find more edits you enjoy. That's why I always say it. You never know. Plus, it's deserving of love. That was very good. She's the daughter of Klaus, the first hybrid vampire werewolf, and Haley, werewolf, and her grandmother was like the first ever witch. She's all three, a tri-breed. Tri-breed? She's still the protagonist in Legacies. She just goes full Klaus in the final season and switches her humanity off, but at the end, she switches it back on and lets her emotions back. Oh, okay. So it's kind of a flip-flop towards the end there. That's interesting. I like that. That's cool that she can turn it on and off like that. You know, use the brutality when you need it and then go back to being somewhat normal. She's still, she's a daughter of former villains suppressing her bad, trying to be good. She let her bad go and basically went villainous for a bit, but she was always the protagonist, adding on to what I said before. Gotcha. Gotcha. Hope at her best is in the trio with the Saltzman twins, daughters of Joe Caroline, and Alaric. Alaric, am I saying that right? Josie and Lizzie, aka the three main leads of Legacies. So this wiki's wild, huh? I mean, it is long. It looks very long. There is no monster like me. I hate public speaking. Me too, which is ironic because I'm doing this. But I think it helps the fact that I'm looking at a camera. If I was looking at all of you in an audience, I think I might struggle quite a bit. That is just a fact. I think I might be screwed. If I ever tried to do like a meetup or something like that, I might not do too well. But I just wanted to take a moment to say how much you all mean to me. I'm a better person because of your friendship, your love, and your belief in me. And it's been the honor of my life to fight by your side. So let's raise a glass to the families that we make and to the people that our families help us become. We're going to win. That's a great speech. That is a great speech. Was that written by AI? You know what's funny is everything has AI at this point. But what I tried is I was just like, oh, write a best man speech for a wedding between blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. And, make it funny, make it somewhat serious at the end. And sure enough, it gave an unbelievable speech. And I'm like, wow, this is powerful technology here. Alaric, got it. It is unbelievable technology. It's going to change everything, if it hasn't already. When we're young, we're taught the distinction between a hero and a villain, good and evil, a savior and a lost cause. But what if the only difference is just who's telling the story? My name is Hope Michelson. I come from a long line of the villains and the tales you've heard about vampires, werewolves, witches, and everything in between. The school behind these gates protects the secrets of people like me, and tonight, under the light of a full moon, we'll be opening our doors to someone new. That is such a good quote. Oh my gosh. It's a CW show, so Hope was surprisingly feeling like a non-CW character. It's rare, but hey, Oliver Queen Barry, before it got messy, worked. True. That is one thing I kind of took away from these shows, is that they feel different from most other CW shows I've seen. It's just got an air of, I don't know. It's more of like a supernatural feel. A little bit more serious, a little bit more dark. Due to her humanity being turned off for the majority of season 4 and antagonizing most of the protagonists in the season, pureblood tribrid former girlfriend of Roman, current girlfriend of Landon. She looks like her mother. Maybe there's a god after all. She has a hint of the devil in her eyes. That's all me. Oh, Klaus. Oh, Klaus. As a baby, Rebekah mentioned that Hope looked like her mother. On the other hand, Klaus blissfully implied that Hope inherited his eyes. Hope is the shortest among her friends and peers, standing at 5'3". I really don't care about her fashion. Hope was born a fighter, having inherited Haley's toughness and Klaus's tenacity, something both her parents pointed out when Hope was a baby. As a young child, kind and gentle. As a teenager, stubborn and brave. That is, honestly, that's probably true for literally 99% of people. When you hit the teens, you start to get a little more brave, a little more brazen, you know, a little bit more sure of yourself, a little bit more, I'm invincible. I know what I'm doing. I know I kind of got that way a little bit, even though, you know, I was a clueless teenager. Hope is great, but her father was one of the best characters the CW TVD universe had, so it wasn't a surprise. Yeah, absolutely. Klaus was by far always the most interesting in all of these edits to me. Dark, brutal, just never know what he's going to do, you know? But you know it's going to be fun to watch. Haley was a fan fave, and Hope did kind of get her killed. Elijah didn't help things. That story is one of the things fans probably would say if someone asked, what's one thing you hate about Hope? Yeah, getting a fan favorite murdered would probably not be too good. Let's see here. Hope struggles to forge meaningful connections with other people and make friends with the other students at the school. Well, that's not very surprising. Not only because of her one-of-a-kind classification, right? But also because she's already endured a lifetime of grief and heartbreak. Yeah, boy, I kind of sort of relate to that. Not on that level, but yeah, if you are introduced to mortality at an early age, that kind of, I don't know, it kind of shuts you off to a lot of things. Kind of wall yourself off. Not as emotional or outwardly emotional. Kind of makes you quiet in a way to other people. If you're comfortable around people, you'll be loud and you'll be normal. But if you're around strangers, it kind of shuts you off. To her peers, she seems closed off. I didn't even read that part. That's funny. Due to her often disastrous past, she has resigned herself to isolation, less heartbreak. She sees loneliness as less of a burden to bear than her formative experiences of loving so deeply and losing so terribly. However, she's begun to open up more to people, tediously forming friendships and entering a romantic relationship. Yeah, you gotta try. You gotta try, folks. Can't be walled off and isolated forever. You know. And I say that as someone from experience. She is slowly becoming more optimistic that she will be happy. Hope often puts her safety and life in danger to save others, making her a true hero, incredibly loyal. One of my favorite bonds was always Hope and the Saltzman twins, enemies to friends, doesn't help. Alaric hated Klaus, and Klaus is basically Caroline, who is the twins' mother. But Alaric loved Hope and the twins' growth as a trio was amazing. The winter collection of merch is available right now. Me reading my own ad. Let's see. The way she lived her life earned her the option of finding peace when she died. However, she chose to return to save everyone. I mean, that's amazing. That is a great story arc right there. Members of the Michelson family reunited to lay Klaus to rest and appeal to Hope's humanity. She admits to feeling abandoned by them, citing their lack of involvement in her life. She expresses a desire to be close to her father by having his ashes near her. Gosh, isn't that the truth? We all just want to be loved from a young age. And it doesn't go away as you get older. You still want to be loved. That is just life as a human, for sure. The admission allows her flickering humanity to break through. She accepts that her intelligence, paired with the deep love and loyalty she has for her loved ones, is what makes her Klaus's daughter. Yeah, if there's anything Klaus was, it was extremely protective over his family. That's the one thing I gathered from all those edits. He would literally do anything, especially for Hope. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. What a great character. Sounds interesting. Obviously, if you're, a longtime fan of the Vampire Diaries, maybe you have other opinions on Hope or the Legacies story. But just from an outsider perspective at 20,000 feet, it looks great. It seems interesting. Just on the surface. The one thing this wiki lacks is the twins and Hope's development. Both Josie and Lizzie plays huge parts in Hope's fight in good versus evil, enemies, and within herself. Yeah, I'm assuming it does that just because it's more Hope-based. I'm trying to give them benefit of the doubt, but I'm assuming, that probably just didn't touch on it enough. Well, it depends on who was editing this, right? Appreciate the context there, Luke. Another excellent edit, another excellent stream. I hope you enjoyed it. I loved all those videos. One day is going to definitely stick up here. One day is right here. That's going to be in my head all day, for sure. I don't know if I'm ever going to stop thinking about that until I either see it or watch more things about it. Boy, that was... Whew, I know that one's going to be heart-wrenching. I got that, but in terms of character development for Hope, it's a bit, absolutely. Maybe I should make a website with more accurate stuff. Yeah, hey, you could. Or you could become like an editor of whatever this is. Although, then again, this seems very much like you could have multiple people like changing or like voting on what you put in there. So you might put something in, it might be removed by somebody else, which would just be annoying. ToddReacts.com winter collections available right now. until March 31st at midnight. I think I'm going Eastern Standard Time with that. So go check it out. This is the long sleeve tee. ToddReacts.com if you want to request your own videos. These were all member requested videos. If you want to become a member and request your own, go there. Todd Reacts Plays is the gaming channel. On Saturday, we'll be doing Life is Strange Episode 2, continuing on the story. I got to actually buy that. I have the base game. I didn't realize it was multiple episodes you had to buy, so I'm going to be buying those multiple episodes coming up within a day or two. It should be fun. First episode was great. Really enjoyed playing it and playing along. Should be interesting. That'll be my first YouTube live stream. Will be the gaming stream on Saturday. So hopefully it doesn't crash and burn. I'm assuming it won't. I've tried to like test it out beforehand, so we'll see. Hopefully it stays strong and doesn't cut out or anything. And yeah, I will be back tomorrow. More reactions, 5 more videos. I hope to see you then. And if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe, like the video if you like it, and throw that notification bell on. That way you get notified when the video goes live. If you're on Twitch, follow Twitch, twitch.tv/ToddReacts. Am I missing anything? Oh, join the Discord. It's public now, so go join it. There's links all over the place. You'll find it. And I shall see you all tomorrow. Luke, it's been fun. I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, morning, wherever you are, whenever you are. All right, take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.